There are many reasons why being a chef can be a great career. Chefs get to work with their hands, create beautiful and delicious dishes, and have the satisfaction of knowing that they are feeding people and making them happy. They also get to work in a fast-paced environment where they can learn new skills and techniques. And, most importantly, chefs make good money. There are many different types of chefs, from those who work in small cafes to those who run their own restaurants. While being a chef can be a very rewarding career, it is also important to consider the downsides before making the decision to become one. The first downside of being a chef is the long hours. Chefs often work more than 40 hours per week, and sometimes even 60 or 70 hours. This can make it difficult to have a social life outside of work, and can lead to burnout. Another downside of being a chef is the physical demands of the job. Chefs are constantly on their feet, and often have to lift heavy pots and pans. This can lead to back problems and other injuries over time. Finally, being a chef can be stressful. There is a lot of pressure to produce high-quality food consistently, and mistakes can be costly. If you're not organized and efficient, it can be easy to get overwhelmed in the kitchen. So, is being a chef a good career? It depends on what you're looking for. If you're willing to put in the long hours and handle the physical demands and stress of the job, then it can be very rewarding. Can you make good money as a chef? It is possible to make good money as a chef. In fact, many chefs earn a comfortable living wage. However, it is important to remember that becoming a successful chef takes hard work, dedication and talent. The most successful chefs are usually the ones who have worked their way up through the ranks of the culinary world, starting out as line cooks or prep cooks before eventually becoming head chefs or executive chefs. The best way to make good money as a chef is to find a position at a prestigious restaurant or resort where you can use your skills and talents to create amazing dishes that will wow diners and earn you accolades from your peers. Is being a chef worth it? There are many pros and cons to being a chef. Some people may feel that the long hours, commitment and stress of the job are not worth it, while others may find the creative outlet, satisfaction of cooking for others and opportunity to run their own business extremely rewarding. It really depends on what you are looking for in a career. So ultimately, whether or not being a chef is worth it is subjective. If you are passionate about food and enjoy working in a fast-paced environment, then it could be the perfect career for you. Is being a chef a realistic career? There are a few things to consider when asking if being a chef is a realistic career. For one, it depends on what kind of chef you want to be. There are many different types of chefs, from those who work in 5-star restaurants to those who cater private events. Each type of chef has different responsibilities and requires a different set of skills. If you're interested in becoming a chef, the first step is to decide what type of chef you want to be. Once you've done that, research the education and training requirements for that particular type of chef. For most types of chefs, completing a culinary arts program at a technical school or community college is the best way to get started. After completing your education, you'll need to gain experience by working in various kitchens under the supervision of more experienced chefs. As with any career, becoming a successful chef takes hard work, dedication and passion. But if cooking is your true passion, then being a chef can be an extremely rewarding and satisfying career. What are the disadvantages of being a chef? There are a few disadvantages of being a chef. One is the long hours. Chefs often work more than 40 hours per week, and sometimes even 60 or more. This can be tough on your personal life, especially if you have a family. Another downside is the low pay. Many chefs make only $10 to $15 per hour, which isn't very much when you consider the cost of living in most places. Finally, the job can be quite stressful at times. You're always under pressure to produce great food, and there's always the risk of making a mistake that could ruin a dish.